I think the main area in which we stand out is the fact that we cover the whole spectrum from stock selection right through to relationship management. A lot of our competition, there's a committee deciding about stocks and there's a front of house relationship manager, but the buck doesn't really stop with them. And I think the real difference at JM Fin is you get close to the clients, you're running the relationship, but you're back at your desk thinking about what stocks to own. And that's a fundamental and crucial difference. We own the relationship, and we really care about getting it right because we have to answer to the clients. I think the main challenge is actually the media and the way they portray the industry and portray the global economy. So many of my clients arrive at the office, they're very unnerved and stressed out about what they read about Brexit, what they read about the global economy. And it's not so bad. There are so many positive things, but the media focuses on the negative. And that, I think, is probably one of the biggest challenges, to really explain to clients what is actually happening, taking a longer perspective, rather than the media machine, which is so focused on the short term. I think there's a degree of skepticism. I mean, in terms of markets, I think the media unnerve a lot of individuals and sadly scare off a lot of people who should perhaps be invested on the market. In terms of views of our industry, we perhaps get tarred with the same brush as some of the bankers. Like back in 2008-09, arguably, some of the practices within the banking industry contributed to a severe recession. And people see us in the city and think perhaps we're all part of the same clique, and that's absolutely not the case. So that image problem, I guess, is a problem, and it's something that's difficult to overcome. That's a question I've been asked a few times, and I remember a conversation a few years ago with one of my clients who's a leading cardiologist. And his relationships are literally life-threatening or extraordinarily important. And he said to me the 3 A's, which is ability, affability, and availability. And when you think of those 3 key areas and the read-through in terms of what we're trying to achieve here, that really sums it up. It covers the whole spectrum of what we're trying to achieve and why. So that I think is the best answer I've heard, which wasn't my answer, it was from a valued client. A lot of the time it's from referral from existing clients, because there's often a nervousness of approaching an investment management firm such as JM Fin. I mean, a good example would be a couple I look after who are long-standing clients. They brought in 2 friends for lunch, for a general catch-up, and it was an in-house lunch. We have a very good in-house dining facility here, private rooms, great food, total privacy, and it works so much better than going out to a local restaurant, and it helps create that trust. It ensures there's a high level of communication and people feel heard, and that's a typical way clients get to JM Fin.